to Modular Head Shop.
So we are going to be starting the 2020 GT500 build today. We're going to be pulling the blower off. I don't know exactly what else we will get done, but that's the most important thing we got to get done so far because we are sending that out. If you guys have not already entered, definitely go check out the Mustang Lifestyle giveaway for the Whipple S550. Every $5 you spend on the website gets you an entry to win. If you guys are not familiar, this 2020 GT500 is not mine. Hopefully, I'll be able to buy one at some point and keep these cars. I don't really want to get rid of these cars. That's why I don't already have one. 2014 GT500 and an 18 GT350R. So we're going to be doing a lot of mods to this thing to make somewhere in the neighborhood of 1100 horsepower. So I'm definitely really excited to do it, and I'll give you guys all the parts list. I'll have links down in the description to everything. But let's hop in the car, head down to the shop, and start tearing into this car. All right, so we got the car pulled in. We are about to get started on pulling the blower. We're gonna wrap the fenders up with plastic, make sure they don't get scratched at all. We got some parts right here behind me. We got some boxes over there. So the first step is really just pull this blower off. We're gonna get sent out to 1320 Junkie. They're gonna be porting this one for us. I'm really excited to see really the progress from bone stock car to completely modded 1100 horsepower. So the very first thing we're gonna do on this car is go ahead and get the stock file saved off of here. That way we're ready to go and have the tune for the new injectors, the ported blower, the headers, pretty much everything we're gonna do to it. We will have the tune ready to go. So we're not gonna have to be waiting for that. So like I said, everything is 100% bone stock on this car right at the moment. The intercooler pump is on, in case you're wondering what the noise is. We are pulling the stock file out of the car in order to get ready for tuning. The reason why I'm doing that now is because I'm gonna pull the battery off, the battery terminal off. So this is the best time to do that. So like I said, bone stock right now, but we got our parts in these boxes. The Whipple intercooler, the flow manifolds. We got the ATI lower with tensioners. This one had the end gauge. Right here we have the Stainless Works headers. We ended up going with these. These were the ones that are in stock. I don't really have a preference between ARH, Stainless Works, or Cooks. These were just what we had available and they were in stock. So all three of them headers are exactly pretty much the same. They work really well. They're all American made. So. Damn, Cody! Right here, we have a Borla Attack catback. I don't know if this is actually going to add any power, but it is a larger diameter pipe all the way through, and it will be a little bit louder. We also have some ID1700s we're going to be added to it. We got Cody.
What's up?
What up, dude? We got this thing. All right, so we are going to start the teardown. Like I said, first step is to just literally pull the blower out. We are doing a billet lid. I don't know if it's going to be available for when we get the ported blower back, so we may be putting it back on with the stock lid, but either way we'll be ready to go pretty soon. It should only be a few days to get this thing ported. Once again, huge thank you to Jordan, Modular Head Shop. We are obviously using his shop. We do a lot of cool stuff with Jordan, and he has an awesome shop here, and we have a lot of really cool plans to do a lot of crazy stuff in the future. This being one of the first kind of combined builds that we're doing. This car is going to make some serious power, and I'm really excited for it. Cody is obviously going to be helping me tear this thing down. I hate doing headers on these cars, so we're going to see how Cody likes headers. I have actually pulled the blower on one of these before, and it's actually fairly simple. There's just one bracket that's a little bit annoying on the back side of the blower. Other than that, it's not too complicated. All right, so we got the blower stripped down. We're gonna find a better box for this to get this shipped out. Next step is we're gonna go ahead and pull the exhaust, the cap back off, because we have the Borla Attack cap back right there and the Stainless Works headers right there. So I already went ahead and removed the rear shield right here. We're pretty much just gonna pull the cap back right off. All right. Well, what's up, Cody?
What's up, dude?
So we've been
headers on a 2020, dude.
It's great.
Not bad.
So I didn't film any of this, but yeah, we took the motor mounts out on both sides. This side came out, and this side is stuck on the AC compressor.
Yeah.
So
lower the AC compressor down a little bit, and
yeah, we gotta figure that out. So we got Stainless Works headers. We're gonna be putting in this thing. This manifold does not want to. It's loose. Does not want to come out.
How much do you lower it?
All right, put a little struggle in.
Less than a 1/4 inch, bro.
All right, struggle a little bit. All right, then pull it out. That was totally redone. All we had to do was loosen the AC compressor a little bit. All right, now for the fun part, the bigger headers.
Alright, so the 2020 GT500 is definitely coming along. We actually sent the blower out to 1320 Junkie, so it should be on the way back here soon. We actually have some pictures of the port, and it already looks awesome. I'm very excited to get that back in, and we're going to be doing the SBE pulley and pulley hub on this as well. We also have a 20% lower to install on it. As you guys saw, we got the long tube headers in. I didn't film any more clips, but the headers are now in the car, and we're going to put the Borla attack cap back on it, ID 1700s, the fuel system, etc. So this car is going from stock to modded. I saw a few people asking about if we were going to build the motor. It is currently staying stock motor. I know that staying mode did catastrophically blow up his engine with similar power. It seems to be a hit or miss. We're going to see. The customer wanted to say stock motor and go mid to low 9s, and obviously if trans tuning becomes available, I don't think 8s are too far off, especially if we were to pull some weight out of it. Talking in terms of the fastest GT500s currently, Ken at Palm Beach Dyno has the second fastest car, and his also trapped 155 miles an hour.
All right, as you saw there, I was wrong. The Draggy was right. It went a 930. Boo-hoo. I'm really happy about that. What I'm really happy with is the 155 trap speed.
We are, of course, using Palm Beach Dyno to tune this thing, so I'm very excited to get it going, and the customer is going to be very happy with the build. We are waiting for the Palm Beach Dyno billet lid. We do have the Whipple intercooler, the water manifolds. The billet lid takes a little bit to produce, so we are most likely putting it back together with the stock lid, but we do have the Palm Beach Dyno 105mm throttle body to put on with it. We'll just swap the lid later. So the plans are to hopefully see somewhere in the neighborhood of 155 miles an hour. I have a 3.0 upper pulley, and we also have a 2.6 upper pulley coming, so that should be round equivalent. Ken has run a 227 SPE pulley on his 2020 GT500. I believe that's what he was running when he ran 155 miles an hour. If you guys want to check out any of the awesome 2020 GT500 stuff that Palm Beach Dyno does, definitely go check out their channel. Ken has done a really good job detailing these cars and of course tuning them. So we are basing the car pretty much on what Ken has already done, so it definitely should perform pretty well, and obviously with their tuning we should see some good gains. The trans tuning is still not available, so it is required to manually shift it at somewhere around 8200, 8400 RPM. Otherwise the automatic shifting would shift at 7500, which is not ideal for the power that we are making and where the power band is. Trans tuning is also holding back that 60 foot. I believe the best 60 foots are somewhere in the neighborhood of 1.5. Some of you guys might be saying, well, wait, didn't Dalton and Evolution and Lund go like a 9.1 a very long time ago, like a year ago? look at this. It didn't record a 60 for some reason, but 9.1. And they actually did. That car, their 2020 GT500 went, I believe it was 9.1 at 150 something. I don't have the number top of my head, but they have the number 1 slot. It is a little bit different because I believe that car, don't quote me on this, I believe that car has some significant weight reduction. I do know that it has some brake conversion, has the a drag pack on it, which weight is the big factor why this car is not going like deep 8s. And hopefully we'll start seeing some decent brake conversions that come out for it that lower some weight down. The biggest thing is the front rotors are massive, the calipers are massive. Those, I mean, that has to be some serious weight there. So removing those alone, if you want to make a drag car, or if there were some way to make them a little bit smaller but still perform pretty good, but right now you don't want to take out the massive brakes because that's what makes this car awesome. But there are definitely some places where you can pull some weight out. You can pull the front and rear crash bars out. You can brake conversion it. You could pull all the seats out. You could put a Kirky in it. You could also pull the front sway bar. There are so many places you could pull some weight out of this car that would drastically drop that time. And I think if Ken's car were on the same level as Dalton's car, I think we would be seeing some 8s. But Ken has been trying to do it with a stock-ish trim level GT500 to make it relative to everybody else, so that way his car isn't going like, I don't know, 8.7, 8.8, and all those customers' cars are going like, you know, 9.6, 9.8, which seems to be the case with, you know, following the same setup as that number 1 car. I'm not talking any here, I'm just trying to state what I have observed and what I have learned about these different cars. So like I said, I'm very excited to see this car go down track. We also have a sweet set of Bogart wheels, which are custom made for the 2020 GT500. They are 20x5 front and 18x11 rears. These fit the stock brakes, and we're going to be going with, I believe it's a 325, 35, 18 Mickey Thompson ET Street Arch rag radial on the rear. And I don't remember exactly what the front tire, it's a 20-inch weird tire for the front, but we're going to be running that. So I hope that fills you guys in on the 2020 GT500 build. It's going to be fun. I'm very excited for it, and we will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you go down in the description, mustanglifestyle.net, get entered to win the Whipple S550, and we'll see you guys in the next one.